How's it going, everyone? Mike here with Trustless Collectibles, and joining me today is a special guest.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jeffrey, a good friend of Mike and Randall here at Trustless Collectibles.
And today we are bringing you guys a matchup featuring the new cards from the newly released Sword Art Online Atlas Edition Volume 2. Why don't you go over your deck real quick?
Sounds good. As you can see here on my board, I am playing 3 different Climax combos. A level 1 Kirito, which on attack lets me salvage a Fluctlight. Level 2 Kirito, which is on reverse. Put 2 Fluctlight characters from Waiting Room, put them to stock, and then look at top 4 and add a Fluctlight character to hand. And this level 3 Shidon combo where when I pitch a specific Kirito that you will later see in this video on attack, mill the bottom 7 cards of my opponent's deck to burn X, where X is the amount of climaxes milled.
So this is the deck list that we featured on our channel just a bit back. Jeffrey did appear as a guest on our channel and showcased this deck list, so we'll be seeing it in action today. On my end, I am going to be playing another Sword Art Online deck, but it's actually Avatar Net, so it uses a lot of the older cards with Ordinal Skill, Sword Art Online Re-Edit, focuses on the Avatar and Net trait, while his deck focuses on the Fluctlight trait. Now, something that this deck got with the new set was actually just another standby. So, as you might notice, there's not actually any characters associated with either of these Climax combos. We just play 8 standby triggers for the sake of having 8 standby triggers, and then the deck's goal is just to play a bunch of big characters and just stick board and kind of grind out your opponent. So, we'll see how that goes.
Alright, let's get playing.
Alright, so do you have any idea about kind of matchup specific things? If I'm playing 8 standby, what are you looking out for?
Against 8 standby in general, I am going to expect it's going to be very hard for me to get my level 2 combo off to reverse, because if you do trigger a lot of standbys, I will be facing against a level 2, so it will be unlikely for me to actually pull off the combo unless I see an opportunity to, and I will most likely fall back to just using my level 1 combo throughout the entire game.
I mean, good thing that like that kind of package is kind of just self-sustaining, right? Because you have the level 0 Asuna that bonds to the level 1 Kirito, and you kind of just do that over and over again.
Yeah, and
it doesn't need to reverse either.
Yeah, that's the great part about the combo. It's non-interactive. I can just swing and get my card advantage, and I also play on Climax Swapper to make sure I do see the correct climax.
Alrighty. Alright, let's rock, paper, scissors. Decide who goes first. Rock, paper, scissors.
Alright, I go first. So I will go ahead and discard 3 cards.
And I will go ahead and discard 2.
Ooh, getting your level 1 already in Waiting Room. Draw 1 more. Alright, since I'm going first, I will go ahead and draw. And I unfortunately do not have a level 3 in hand, but luckily I have this level 2 Kirito to clock to meet my level 1 Kirito experience requirement of level 2 in level zone, so I will go ahead and draw 2. And I do know that you play runners in your deck along with clean cuts, and I think I am fine with you getting your clean cuts, so I will go ahead and start off with Administrator, and I will go ahead and direct for 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3's good. Ooh, this is actually pretty ideal damage, because I do want to see the Elizabeth in Waiting Room when I go to level 2, so that'll be pretty nice. And draw for turn, and I'm going to clock this level 3 Asuna and draw 2. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So I am going to play this Kirito runner, and then I am going to play... Let's see, I do have quite a number of options here. So I can try to push the game really quickly, or I can try to set up my board slowly, one at a time. I think as a standby deck, I am okay with just trying to take in the game a bit slower, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this Silica support, so making the Kirito 2/5, and then I'm going to play another runner. And I think that'll be it for me. Going to go ahead and go into deck phase, going to front with the Kirito. 2.
Oh, that's a pretty good start right here.
And that's for 2.
I will cancel on 2, and then since the administrator is reversed, I will go ahead and use her effect to pay 1, send herself to clock to reveal up to 5 cards from the top of my deck. Oh, these are good thing I did, because I would have not canceled. Since I do expect to be at level 0 for a while, I will go ahead and grab this level 0 Kirito.
Okay. So here I do have kind of a decision point. I can pass turn. If I do pass turn, it allows me to be able to pay out this climax next turn. If I do attack, that kind of puts me at a point where I kind of do need to draw another card that pays out stock next turn. So that might be a bit risky. I'm honestly not that upset with not attacking here. So I think I will just pass turn.
Alright, sounds good. I will go ahead and draw. I think using one administrator was pretty good, but I don't think I need to use 2, so I will go ahead and clock it. And I think I will go ahead and try to test your Kuritos with my own Kuritos.
Sounds good. They're all 2/5.
And then I will also go ahead and play this Yu-Gi-Oh! Along with the back row can support Yu-Gi-Oh! In the back.
Okay.
And I think I will go ahead and go into the attack phase. You can go ahead and mill.
So I'll mill with the Kirito on my right, and then I'll move it here. And then I'll mill the second Kirito just for the sake of milling. Shouldn't have milled, but you don't know that. Alright, you are good to go.
I think I will go ahead and side here first.
Sure.
Side. For 2.
1, 2. 2's good.
I will go ahead and direct. Direct for another 2.
Cancel.
And I believe it is correct to, since we are both 2,500, I think we should tie. We will tie. I will declare front. Front for 1.
1's good.
And then since this Kirito is reversed, I can use his effect to look at 3.
I do need to level first, so I will level.
And I will go ahead and add the level 1 combo.
Sounds good.
And go ahead and clock or discard one of my climaxes.
Okay, so that tells me he just already has another one geared up and ready to go. On to me. I will draw for turn. Going to go ahead and just clock another copy of this level 1 Silica. Won't need it.
You could have hard played it to pay out your stock.
I could have, but I'm just going to use the Silica instead, I think. So, let's see. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to let him reverse a bunch of my weenies. I am going to be playing a standby this turn, meaning that I won't have space in the back row, so I'm just going to play another Silica. I'm going to activate my back row Silica. She has an effect, pay 1, and then I can choose one of my characters. I'll choose the Silica, and she gets on reverse, I can salvage a character. And then this looks good to me. I'm going to play standby. I'm going to standby out the level 2 Liz.
Seems like you're having a pretty good start so far, getting your 1/1s and 2/2s pretty fast.
Alright, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to attack with the Silica first, because if I trigger another standby, I can standby over the Silica, so I don't want to attack with these first. Attack with the Silica first, and then if I trigger a standby on the second or third attack, I can play over the Silica. So I'm going to direct here. Standby.
So will you like to standby over your Silica?
That is a good question.
So there are pros.
There are definitely pros and cons. I know he doesn't run a main phase clock self. Both of his characters that clock are the Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Administrator. So if I do play over the standby and then attack twice and they don't trigger, it is possible for him to be locked out of level 1. Let's try that. Let's try that.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
Alright, so we're going to play over the Silica. So the attack doesn't actually go off because the character was removed from stage. But I do still get the stock for the trigger. So basically that's the end of that attack. I am going to front here with my Silica for 1.
Alright. 1 is good.
Okay, and then on reverse, I do get to salvage based off my back row Silica's effect, and I am going to be grabbing my Brainstorm.
Alright, and since Kirito was reversed, I will go ahead and reveal 3. These are cards I do not want to see in my hand early on, so I will go ahead and grab one of them and discard it right away.
Okay, and then here I'm going to side. It's a very important to side here because if I front him, he gets to clock himself going to level 1. So here I'm really just praying that I don't trigger. So side for 2. Ooh.
Well, there is always a world where I do cancel, but...
Alright, so that play did not work out the way I wanted it to, but it's okay.
Okay, well, it is my turn. So I will stand and draw. And I will go ahead and clock this level 3 early play Yu-Gi-Oh! And since I don't expect to get any reverses off with the 2-1 Kirito, especially with Mike's start here, I will just go ahead and put him into level just to get the just to meet the level 2 requirement for Kirito's experience. I will go ahead and draw 2. So let's see. So currently, Silicas are a little big. Currently at 8K.
8K, that's correct.
It's unfortunately, it is unfortunate that you have the Silica back row to give 500 frontal power because I do have a Asuna Bonder in my hand right now, and she would have gave my Kiritos on attack 1,000 power, so that I would have been fronting for 7,500 power, so we would have at least tied, but unfortunately, thanks to the frontal 500, I do not have that luxury.
Yeah, that 500 really put in work here right now.
Yeah, but I will go ahead, just go ahead, making sure that I do have target. I will pay 1, grab the Kirito. I will play it right away. And just before I go into attack, I will just verify what I have in waiting room. Currently, 2 climaxes out. And let's see if I have any more bonders, because Asuna Bonders are a really good card to extend your plays and give you card advantage. Let's see. And 13 card deck, so I think I'm in a very comfortable state, actually. So I will go ahead and summon the Kirito, and go ahead and play his climax.
Sounds good.
So this Kirito here is 2,500, right?
The Kirito here is base power.
Alright, 2,000 power.
Yeah, but I will go ahead and mill a card from Kirito's effect, and you're good.
Okay, so I think I will go ahead and front with the Yu-Gi-Oh first. Front for 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3's good.
Alright, 3 is good. So I do think that I want to push damage, so I think I will go ahead and declare front, even though I am smaller. But before I do trigger or use Kirito's effect, I will go ahead and use Asuna to look at the top card of my deck. And I think I will mill it. I don't think I want to trigger a climax at the moment. And I will go ahead and salvage Asuna.
Yeah, the combination of the Asuna not only bonding to the Kirito, but also providing the Kirito with that on-attack top check effect is just super powerful in letting you control your triggers and being able to just get more information.
Yeah, and then I will go ahead and front for 2.
Okay. 1, 2. 2's good.
And then I think I will also declare front again, and then I will go ahead and use Asuna's effect. Rather unfortunate that
oh, man.
I see another climax.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and grab another Asuna. And then I will go ahead and front for 2.
Alright, let's see if we can cancel this one. 1, 2. No, 2's good. So I do level. I'm gonna level green now, because I do play the 2-3 oppositions by the shield money counter event. Alright. And stand and draw. Okay. So board-wise, we are in a pretty good spot. Damage-wise, though, we are quite far behind. But oftentimes, you guys will probably find out that that is kind of how the standby matchups work. So hopefully I can start catching back up here. In terms of clocking, I don't think I want to clock. But at the same time, though, let's see how many cards are in my deck. So there's 5, 10, 14 cards in my deck. I am out 4 here and 1 in stock. So if I draw 2 and then attack 4, it might be a good idea to clock just to advance deck state. So I think I actually am going to clock, just not necessarily because I need more cards, but just because I want to go through the rest of my deck. So I'll clock and draw 2. Okay, not bad, not too shabby. First, we're going to try to play out our climax. So the Kazuto here will help us do that. He is a tap self brainstormer. 1, 2, 3, 4. He does hit 1, so I do get to search for Avatar Net.
So I do know that you still have a climax in your stock, unfortunately.
It is on the very bottom.
So you do know about Kazuto's second effect, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, this Yu-Gi-Oh! Is pretty menacing, you know?
So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a copy of the level 3 Liz, just to grab a healer. I am going to need to start healing soon because I am way behind in damage. Yeah, go ahead.
I will go ahead and tap here.
Okay. So next I am going to...
Oh! You are actually going to use effect.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to just go ahead and pay 1 with the Silica. And then give my Elizabeth the All Reverse Salvage effect here. And then I am going to play over the... I'm going to play over the Silica, actually. No, I'm going to play over the Kazuto, and then I'm going to play my Lifa, and this will allow me to, when I play Climax, pay out my last stock.
Oh, guess I know what's happening. Sideways card.
Sideways card. Okay. So I guess the proper order should have been I should have played the Lifa first and then activated on-stage Shilika's effect, because the Lifa does have startup give 1,000 power, but the power here won't matter. But that is actually just a kind of a misordering here. In terms of standby targets, I think I want to standby out the level 3 Asuna here. So I will go ahead and do that. Play my standby and then activate Lifa first. When I play a climax, I can pay 1 and I can look at up to the top 4 cards of my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then grab any Avatar Net character. So I will go ahead and grab the Yui.
Well, good thing Yui showed up, because you were pretty close to missing.
Yeah. Alright, and then I am going to activate the standby effect now. Standbying out my level 3 Asuna, and I'm going to put it on this slot over the Silica.
Alright. I see you're spreading out the power.
Spreading out the power, so I kind of have a more balanced power line. If I add on to the counter, I should be able to get over his level 2 Kiritos on defense. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start swinging. I'm going to direct first because I want him to be able to activate his Yu-Gi-Oh! Last to give him less options. So I'm going to direct here for 3.
I will go 1, 2, 3, and I will take the 3 damage.
Okay, and then how many cards are left in your deck?
Currently there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go ahead and front here.
Oh.
Let's see. If I stick, Ashley, you have 5 in waiting room?
Oh, for climaxes?
Right.
Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently 5.
5, okay. I kind of assumed that he just has another one, and if he doesn't, he has 3 climaxes in there, so it's pretty likely that this will cancel. So I guess I'll direct here. For 2.
Alright, cancel.
Okay, and then I will front here. for 3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, and I will activate all my reverse effect first, so I get to salvage. I am going to salvage a Leaflet counter.
That's a pretty good card to add.
Alright, and then your priority?
I think I will not use Yu-Gi-Oh!
Sounds good.
I wonder why. Draw for turn.
Alrighty. Alright, so you're going back with 6, right? Which ones are missing?
So currently the ones that are missing, let's see, just to double check. I'm currently missing 1 copy of the Stock Soul and 1 copy of the level 1
Okay,
combo.
sounds good.
Well, if it's not in my waiting room or new deck in this case, you probably know where they are, unfortunately.
And then, yeah, on my end, I am at 8.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 card left in deck.
Well, what is very unfortunate right now is because I am refreshing, getting the bonders were not such a great idea because now I have
No targets.
no targets, unfortunately. My idea was I was hoping I could cancel and then I would still have a waiting room to play with, but unfortunately that did not pan out, so I will take refresh damage.
Yep.
I do play yellow, so I do want to get the Asuna in here. So I will go ahead and do that. And then I believe I will go ahead and clock the Stock Swap Alice. Go ahead and draw 1, draw 2. Let's see, in my waiting room. This is, I thought I was in a pretty good deck state, but now I do not think so.
How the tides can turn just one fell swoop.
I will go ahead and play Administrator as just a beater, and I will go ahead and play another Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe I will get it off this time without hurting myself too badly. And I think I'm going to get myself ready for my endgame, so I will use Yu-Gi-Oh's effect to pay 2. I will discard one of the Asuna Bonders you saw me add. So I will grab a Sinon and another Sinon because they have the same name.
Sounds good.
So I will go ahead and add them. And I think I will go ahead and push for damage for, let's see. Yeah. Push. Go ahead and play a 1k1.
Okay, let's do it.
So I believe I want to go ahead and declare front. There was the option of siding for 1, and then I would keep a board during my turn, so I take less damage. But I feel like I do feel like I am falling pretty behind, and I do want to push damage. So I think I will go ahead and declare front for 3.
Okay, so the 1's good, and I'm refreshing. Here you are.
I will go ahead and cut this time. Here you go. And
Gonna finish the rest of the damage. 2, 3. 3's good, and I refresh.
And then since you have the Asuna in the back row, will you like to memory kick this Asuna?
I will let her be.
Alright, alright. Well, I do want to point out, I only have 1 copy.
It's alright, you can have that.
Alright.
I'll let you have as many copies of that as you want.
How nice of you. I will declare front with Administrator. I will go ahead and front for 2.
1, 2. Oof. Level?
Oh, that's pretty good for me.
Alright, so now I'm gonna level blue.
So I will choose to not use Administrator effect, and then I will let you have the option to use Asuna.
I will also not activate Asuna's memory kick effect, and you can go ahead to put it down.
Alright, and then I will go ahead and declare front. Fronting for 2.
2. 1, 2. Oh man, just oodles of damage.
Just all the damage.
It's okay though.
And then I think I will actually go ahead and use Yu-Gi-Oh's effect to send himself to memory, and I will go ahead and I don't know what to put to clock. These are all cards that I do want to keep in hand, but I think the plan is to actually send this Climax, the Stock Soul, to clock to search my deck. And I also do not expect to get a level 2 reverse off, which is why I am doing this.
Okay. How many cards do you have in your hand?
I currently do have 5 cards in hand.
And then going to 6?
6 after I finish my search.
Sounds good.
I will go ahead and add... These are all good, pretty good choices, but I think I will go ahead and grab the level 1 Yeah, I think I do add the level 1 Kirito combo.
Okay, sounds good.
And here you go.
Alrighty.
Alright, and here we go. Pass through.
Alright. My characters stand, and I draw for a turn.
Well, even though you took a lot of damage, these Silicas are putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, but I think it's time for Silicas to go. I need to start healing, and now I don't have enough board space. So you have served me well, Silica. I'm going to go ahead and play Elizabeth. On play, discard a card from my hand, and then put the top card of my clock into stock, so it's a stock healer. And I will do that one more time. Going to go ahead and play another Elizabeth, pay 2, and then I'm going to discard this level 3 Lifa, and then heal to stock. And that's all the healing I can do for now. In terms of board placements, let's see. Would I rather have 13Ks or a 13K and a 12-5? I think I might as well protect my level 3s, I think. Let's get to attacking.
Alright.
Direct. Standby.
Oh! Would you like to do your earlier play where you stood by your attack?
Not this time, not this time. Alright, so... What is the power line of the level 3 Sinon?
Sinon actually doesn't get any power by herself, so she's only 10k base, and then with Climax she'll be 11k.
And then she's on attack, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see. I'm not sure if standbying over this Lifa is actually worth that much, because the Lifa actually has more utility than any of the level 3s I can standby out, and I'm already going to be winning board by quite a bit. So it doesn't really make sense to bring out another, for example, Asuna support or the Lifa. If that's the case, I should be looking at what kind of utility I'd rather have, and I think I would actually rather play the Kazuto here.
Oh, the Kazuto. Yeah. I was expecting...
It's a more proactive way to be able to search my deck for cards. If I want to activate the Lifa Mill, I have to draw a Climax and play it. So I think the Kazuto kind of gives me a bit more options.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was expecting the standby into Yui.
The Yui only works in the front row, doesn't he?
That's true, but I was thinking of where you go in the thought process of playing a very long level 3 game.
Right.
And then Yui would actually get her value.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. But I think for the time being, I'm going to stick with the Kazuto, just so I can have a bit more options in terms of like trying to mill my deck and search for more characters. And then the Yui is kind of... We'll see. We'll see if this line works out.
Well, if you trigger another standby, you can always standby over the Elizabeth.
Yeah, if I do trigger another standby, the Yui is for sure coming out.
Well, unfortunately, I do cancel.
No problem. Good. Go ahead and direct. That's another standby.
Well,
we did have 8 standbys left in the deck since we took a bunch of damage, so this was not unexpected.
Well, on the plus side, my Sions are becoming a little less effective because there's not
so for the folks not aware, the Yui does have damage scry when she's in the front, right?
I do cancel, by the way.
Yep. And go ahead and direct with my Elizabeth, and that's for 3.
1, 2, 3. I will take the 3.
All right, that's more than I can ask for. I mean, I wish he took 2, but taking 1 is good enough.
All right, I will go ahead and draw for turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that is a very good draw. Let's see. Before I think about clocking, I would like to look at my waiting room. Oh, that is fantastic, actually. Let's see, I think I will go ahead and actually clock this Yuji or Kirito, even though I do need it for my combo. I fortunately have 2 other copies in here that I can grab with the Yu-Gi-Oh! And I believe I will go ahead and do that. Pay 2. Discard a Fluctlight trait character to grab the Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Kirito and another copy of the Kirito to set myself up.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then I will go ahead and use Asuna to pay 1 to grab Kirito. And then I will play her right away. And I think I will also go ahead and play a second copy. And I think I will, even though the minus power doesn't matter, I will be overhand after resolving Kirito's combo because I do have 6 cards in hand right now. And when I use Climax, I will go down to 5, but I will be adding 2 to hand. So I will go ahead and play combo.
Okay.
Let's see. I think I will go ahead and front here first. Front for 2.
Okay. 1, 2, cancel.
Oh. Unfortunately, since you did cancel, you unfortunately do not get to scry with Huey.
Yeah, but I take that over taking damage. So.
That is also true. Let's see. So 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I am pretty compressed. I am currently out only 3 climaxes in my 3 climaxes in waiting room, and there's the 4th climax here. So I don't need to go through my deck real quickly, but I will go ahead and front and use Asuna's effect. Ooh, that decisions.
Sounds like a climax.
Oh, well, that is actually pretty good for me because I will go ahead and keep it on top, and I will salvage with Kirito's combo. I think I will go ahead and add. Let's add. It doesn't really matter right at this point, but I will go ahead and add another copy of Sinnoh. And then I will go ahead and trigger Pants, and then I will go ahead and grab this Pants.
Okay.
I will be fronting for 3, and I do not think I will be using Yu-Gi-Oh's
The
effect.
Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay. I think I'm just gonna see if this 3 sticks. 3 does stick. That does hurt. But I get to activate use effect whenever I take damage on my opponent's turn. I can look at the top card of my deck. Now either leave it there or put it in waiting room. I'm gonna leave it there.
Oh. I wonder why.
7 greatest world's mysteries.
And then would you like to memory kick as well?
I will not.
Alright. So I believe I do want to have an empty board. So I'm more likely to cancel. So I will go ahead and front even though I do know or likely that Mike will cancel if he kept the card on top. So I will front using Asuna's effect. Look at the top card. I think I will keep it since that's and I will go ahead and grab a Climax Hopper.
Okay.
Actually, no. Let's grab an Asuna instead.
Okay.
Yeah, just in case. I do have the event in hand, which I may or may not. I might want to go through that line because it may provide better numbers. And since you are not particularly compressed, it might be better to just go with the event game plan. And I will go ahead and trigger for 3.
Okay, and I will cancel.
Wow. And would you like to memory kick?
I will not.
Alright. I will go ahead and pass the turn to you.
Sounds good. So you have 4 in waiting room? Climaxes?
Currently 1, 2, 3 because I triggered the hands and added.
Salvaged one, yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, I am currently overhand 2, 4, 6, 8. So I will go ahead and discard a Sinnoh.
Sure. Okay. Draw for turn. Interesting. How many cards are left in your deck?
Currently there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
And just to refresh your memory, 1, 2, 3 climaxes in waiting room.
Okay. So I'm put in a pretty rough position here because I can't heal enough. And then next turn, assuming he does have the Underworld event, he's probably just gonna kill me before I even get to defend. So I might have to try to go for lethal this turn. As unlikely as it may seem.
Well, there is always a world where I do just eat 8 damage.
But that being said, this deck isn't particularly tooled to actually have that much finishing power. I think this list only does run kind of just the one Lisbeth for the one extra bird, and that's in my waiting room, so I can't actually grab it. I don't think there's anything else in my deck that I actually want to grab. If that's the case, I think my only solution here is to stock swap him. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, you
Here
play 2.
comes the second one.
What? Oh no!
I'm gonna pay 2, and then she has an on effect play of I can discard 2.
2, I believe.
And then
2, 3, 4,
stock
5,
swap.
6.
All right, so we're gonna hope that the rest of his climaxes are in those 6 new
Oh,
stock,
man.
and then we're gonna swing.
2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't even pull off level 2 combo where I would have a ridiculous amount of stock, and I still get stock swap.
Alright.
Unfortunate.
And it's time to go swinging. Let's see. Direct for 3.
Alright, at least there's
Oh,
one
no.
climax. Okay.
Despair. Disaster.
There is still lethal though.
Direct for 3. There is no more lethal. Is there lethal?
If
Oh, if I trigger, it's
If you
lethal.
trigger
If I
it.
trigger, it's lethal.
I will go ahead and level administrator, and I will go ahead and refresh.
Yep.
Well, being a standby deck, you do play a lot of soul triggers,
Correct.
so I'm hoping you do not see one of them in the next trigger. And here you go. And I will go ahead and put this to my waiting room. Put this into my clock and take refresh.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an event.
Alright, so we're gonna swing here and hope for a trigger. Direct for 3.
Alright, we're living.
Okay.
It didn't matter.
Go for it.
I will draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do not have the event in hand.
Oh, that's
but
good news.
We can clock into
no,
it.
don't do
1,
it. Or do it. Do it
2.
for the...
Ah, unfortunate.
Okay.
I guess I have to be boring and then just play. Oh, stand. Play 3 Shinon.
My goodness.
Pay 6 stock.
Uh-huh.
There is 1 climax.
Uh-huh.
Heal. What? Heal 1 for each Shinon, so heal 3 total.
Sure.
And I think I will go ahead and play combo.
Mm-hmm.
So how many climaxes are you?
I'm out 4.
4.
Mhm. Yeah, out 4.
Alright, but I think it's more fun to use Shinon combo, so I will use effect to discard the Kurito, time to rise up Kurito, to mill the bottom 7 of your deck.
Oh my no. 1, 2, 3,
4. Oh, there's
5,
2.
6, 7. I'm dead.
Oh, is that
Refresh.
Well, there is a world that you do cancel.
I believe 7 going back.
At the very
Fingers crossed.
least, the climaxes do go back into waiting room into your new deck, so that is your saving
man.
grace.
Yeah, that kind of deck state is precisely the kind of scenarios where effects like Sinon is so potent, you know? Because normally I probably would have been able to cancel a good number of attacks, but the Sinon just gets rid of them. Just says no.
I think I will let you decide your fate now.
Alright, 3. And 3's good, and that's game. Alrighty. Oh man. Yeah, that was rough. I think I got a pretty good board off, but I just couldn't really stabilize in terms of taking a bunch of damage. I probably got a bit too greedy. on the not using Lifa when he swung for 3, but I felt like I was so compressed that I kind of just wanted to greed it out. That ended up not working for me. And then on your side, Jeffrey, I kind of felt like you just always had enough resources, even though you lost board every turn. The power of the level 0 Asuna Bonder in combination with the Kirito, and then also kind of like the usual back row, you used that twice this game to be able to kind of essentially +1, and you did have quite a bunch of stock, right?
Yeah. That's the beauty of this deck, right? Where you can always just bond to guaranteed a resource, and then since you are playing 6 pants, you are guaranteed to see climaxes in your hand, either through drawing them or just triggering your pants trigger to add one to hand. And then that is really good against a standby deck where you do want to put a lot of pressure by slamming a lot of climaxes once you start getting your level 1 combo going. You just want to just keep looping it.
Yeah, and one thing I do like about the Sinon, because we were also going to be featuring, there's an alternative deck list for the kind of 6 pants build where you run the level 3 Kirito from set 1 that goes along with the level 3 Yujiro, and that combo does need to reverse to activate its additional source of damage. So against a standby deck, that is significantly worse because, let's say, for example, against my board, he probably would have had a pretty tough time getting reverses. But for the Sinon deck, all you need is really just the level 0 Kirito, and then you don't actually need any additional stock either. So in this game, he didn't get any level 2 Kirito climax combos off, but then he still had enough resources to not only do everything he needed during the mid game in terms of paying pay 1 for the Asuna Bond, pay 2 for the Yujiro back row, but also he had enough stock just to triple Sinon and also activate at least 2 of the Kirito combo potentially. So everything just ended up looking pretty smooth, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I do appreciate you taking a lot of damage. But I think even though I didn't get to pull off the level 2 combo, unfortunately, I was glad that I did show the level 1 Kirito combo. A very simple but very powerful combination of cards with the Asuna Bonder along with the level 1 combo himself.
Yeah. And alright guys, that does it for our first gameplay video featuring Sword Art Online Atlas Station Volume 2. We will have more gameplay videos coming at you in the near future, so stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next time.